So I actually did alright for my first round pick'ems. Obviously I went for Liquid, Team Liquid and Genji, but I didn't know that Nats wasn't in Liquid for the first game, so I ended up reverting back to Paper X and I ended up being right with Paper X winning in the last map despite Liquid almost making a comeback. So went 3 and 4 on the teams making past the switch. Oh my fucking god, I can't speak. And I got 2 out of 4 for the first round. For the rest of the round, I pretty much got 50-50. I got 6 out of 10 and 3 out of 4 here. So you know, I'll take it. It's 9 out of 14, it's not bad. I'll take it. But anyway, playoffs pick'em time. XLG vs Sentinels to kick us off. It's incredible because they must love Sentinels vs China game because Sentinels has only played Chinese teams so far in this entire tournament, and they're 2-0 so far. XOG is the top team, and honestly, I would say they're slightly favorites over Sentinels. I would say it's like a 55-45 for XOG, but I'ma back my boys. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm acting like I'm a part of the team. Fuck that. I am a part of the team, bro. I am a part of the team. G2 versus Paper X. You know what? Aside from the first match, Paper X didn't look that great for either against Liquid or who was the other team that they played? Was this Genji? Yeah, they didn't look great versus Genji. They didn't look great versus Liquid. Like they were like 11-1 up, and Liquid took them to overtime in the last map, where Paper X barely scraped the win. To be honest, the only match that they looked impressive was against Team Heretics, who are in contention for the worst team in the tournament with MIBR. RQ versus Wolves. And this one's also really interesting. RQ has more footage of Wolves. Wolves look like a great team, to be honest. Like, even against Sentinels, they lost 2-0, but both maps ended up being quite close. But RQ, I don't know, the fact that Genji looks really good makes RQ looks even better. So I might have to go for RQ here. It could go either way. All 4 of these matches are 50-50. Like, you could make a case for any of these teams going past the first round. Fnatic versus Genji, I'm gonna go Genji here. Look, I rated Fnatic really highly at the start, but looking to how EMEA is looking, it just does not add any confidence to EMEA. EMEA is the only region to go 0-2 during the Swiss stage. So obviously that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. But I still rate Fnatic quite highly. I mean, they still beat TH with a bit of a margin, but yeah. XOG versus Paper X. See, this is like, I'm gonna have to go for XOG here. Like I said, Paper X is that wild card. I said it last time. I said they could be a top 3 finalist team, or they could just bomb out the stage. And like, even so far in their games, they've been consistent, inconsistent, even within the same series. So I'm gonna go for XLG though, because of how good China has looked so far. Like, the best region is obviously APAC. They got 3 teams in the top 8, but China honestly doesn't look far off. And I definitely underestimated China in my pick'ems in my original video, so I'd like to apologize for that. Anyway, Wolves vs Fnatic. I'm gonna have to go for Fnatic here. As much as I like how Wolves is performing, Fnatic, they're a big ass, man. They're a big ass. Also, the fact is, most of these first seed teams have already gotten some more footage to review, some more rest days, some more prep days to review. I mean, you could say that, you know, they could be a bit more rusty, but there's no doubt they've been training, they've been VOD reviewing, they've got more footage of these other teams, which is why I'm slightly favoring the first seed team here in matches that are bit more 50-50. The only reason I put Genji over Fnatic is because Genji looks in like the definite best team in the Swiss stage by a landslide. And the only reason I picked Sentinels versus XRG is because I'm a Sen fan. With that being said, I don't think Sen is beating G2, not for a second time. RQ versus Genji. Look, RQ has a lot of potential, but like I said, the inexperience might get to them. And so far during the whole history, Pacific Stage 1 run has been their only good run, so I still have doubt in them, to be honest. And honestly, I might have them going out too, and I think RQ fan wouldn't be too mad with 1 win and going out, like just looking at how crazy these final 8 are. And then Sen vs Fnatic. I'm a huge Sen fan. Fnatic looks good. I might have to bank on Sen here because Fnatic looks good in EMEA, and EMEA has not looked good so far at this tournament. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go for Sen here. I'm gonna go for XOG in the rematch here, I feel like. Then I'm gonna go for G2 because G2 obviously beat Sen, and Sen looked somewhat impressive during the Swiss stage. And then for Genji versus XOG, you know, XOG is Shilai Gaming. That's such an aura name. So their aura alone carries them into the grand final where G2 beats them. I mean, it's just another pick'ems where I've used absolute nonsense fucking logic. You know what, I'm a pick Fnatic here. And I actually might have Fnatic. No. This doesn't make any sense at all. No. 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 What am I the more I look at this bracket, the more wrong it feels. You know what? I know I didn't give China enough credit, but I'm still gonna stick to my gun. I'm still a D1 hater. I'm still a China hater. I'm still gonna have China not make a top 3. Go Gen G and then go G2 in the finals. This pick pretty much comes down to absolute biases. Oh, another day, another absolute shitty pickup. I mean, what am I even doing pickups, bro? I know nothing about Valorant. What the fuck am I doing with my life, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god.